If Heath Ledger's Joker is ranked second among many versions, few would dare to rank another first. His Joker portrayal changed how audiences view villains. He embraced fame and fortune, using his wild actions to highlight human nature's ugliness. He was the first villain actor to win an Oscar. To portray the Joker, Heath Ledger isolated himself for 3 months, observing. He knocked Batman off his pedestal with 7 lessons. Let's enter the Joker's Church of Human Nature. A group of masked robbers suddenly appeared in the Min Feng Pure music hall. Before the action, a man named Joker told them that as long as they killed their companions, they could get more money. Joker number 1 killed Joker number 2 as he opened the vault. Amid the chaos, the bank manager shot Joker number 4. Joker number 5 quickly dodged and shot the manager. Joker number 3 entered the lobby with the money and aimed his gun at Joker number 5. I'm betting the Joker told you to kill me as soon as we loaded the cash. Just as Joker number 3 was confused, a bus crashed into the bank, knocking him out. Joker number 6 got off the bus and started loading money onto it. He asked why he saw no one else, and Joker number 5 responded with actions. Meanwhile, the bank manager spoke to Joker number 5 would also be killed by the Joker, but Joker number 5 said nothing, walked to the manager, and removed his mask. He was the true mastermind, the Joker. This was the Joker's first lesson on human nature, greed. He drove the bus away, but the robbery was the mob's underground vault. The mob bosses were shocked by the news. They gathered to discuss the next plan, but unexpectedly, the Joker barged into their network uninvited. He then wanted to perform a magic trick for them. Next, the Joker wanted to make a deal with them. He promised he could help them get rid of Batman, but in exchange, they had to give him half of their assets. The Joker's arrogance infuriated the mob boss, who placed a $5 million bounty on him. However, the Joker was ready for them. He lifted his shirt to reveal a body full of bombs, scaring the mob bosses into retreating. Thus, the Joker swaggered out in front of the mob. However, under the temptation of $5 million, it wasn't long before a group of desperados brought the Joker back. But just as the mob boss, he paid for his arrogance, the Joker's second lesson on human nature. Then, he declared war on Batman. The Joker declared war on Batman via television, showcasing Batman's body in front of the music hall market window, marked by the Joker's signature smile. He ordered Batman to remove his mask and surrender, threatening daily deaths. Yet, Wayne dismissed the Joker's threat. Unbeknownst to him, the Joker's revenge was swift. That night, top officials at a music hall got death notices from the Joker. They were then killed in various ways, and this was just the beginning of all the fear. The next day, at the memorial service held by the music hall mayor, the Joker, disguised in the crowd, shot at the mayor, causing panic throughout the music hall. The third lesson in the Joker's human nature class was fear. His next target was Harvey Dent, the music hall's White Knight. He admired the new prosecutor and held a thank you party, but the Joker unexpectedly crashed it. He threatened everyone for Harvey. In response, Wayne knocked Harvey out and took him to safety. The Joker, after questioning, didn't get the answer he wanted, so he targeted Harvey's girlfriend, Rachel. At the crucial moment, Wayne in the Batsuit arrived to save Rachel and battle the Joker's men. But unexpectedly, the Joker took advantage of the chaos to kidnap Rachel and threw her off a building. Batman quickly jumped off the building and saved Rachel, while the Joker escaped. Wayne realized the Joker's terror. To capture him, he confronted the mob boss colluding with the Joker, but the only response was to remove his mask and submit. The fourth lesson of the Joker's class on human nature was cowardice. Is it brave to protect others or cowardly to hide behind a mask? After the operation, Wayne compromised with the Joker. At the next day's press conference, when Wayne intended to reveal his Batman identity, Harvey claimed he was Batman first. Wayne was confused, unaware this was Harvey's plan to draw out the Joker for Batman to catch. While transferring, the Joker showed up as anticipated. He wildly fired at the police car escorting Harvey and then pulled out a rocket launcher to finish. Batman blocked the attack with the Batmobile at a crucial moment, but it was damaged and undrivable. Seeing the Joker pursue Harvey, Wayne sped off on the Batcycle. He shot 2 steel cables at the target and swiftly maneuvered under a truck, using inertia to flip the Joker's vehicle. He stylishly charged at the Joker, who had just emerged, but underestimated his control over human nature. The Joker stood in the road, greeting Batman. Ultimately, Wayne lost this nickel fight. The Joker arrogantly tried to remove Batman's mess, but a gun was suddenly pressed against his head from behind. It was Detective Gordon. The Joker was successfully captured and brought back to the police station. But little did they know, this was all part of his plan, as Harvey and Rachel had already. Batman confronted his men about their location, while the Joker coolly disclosed where they were held, with bombs set to detonate at the same time on both. Only one could be saved. This was the Joker's 5th lesson on human nature: hypocrisy. Faced with justice and selfishness, Wayne chose the latter. But when he arrived at the location where Rachel was held, he found the Joker had deliberately switched the addresses. Wayne saved Harvey, but the explosion destroyed half his face, and Rachel died in the flames. The police station holding the Joker was violently exploded, allowing his escape. A larger conspiracy was about to unfold. If you ask who in this world is not interested in money, besides the check by Westlake, it might only be the music hall Sybil folks saw the Joker tree hundreds of billions in cash as near waste, like paper burned in a fire. How crazy could Heath Ledger's Joker be? He might use extreme tactics to force Batman to unmask and create chaos in the music hall. The music hall's white knight, Harvey, had half his face ruined by him. Now, when someone on TV was about to reveal Batman's identity, the Joker felt his authority was threatened. So he immediately called the TV station and threatened that if the man in front of the camera wasn't dead within an hour, he would randomly blow up a hospital. The news caused panic. The police protected the witness and evacuated safely, but the Joker's revenge came swiftly. He disguised himself and went to the hospital where Harvey was. Seeing the Joker agitated Harvey, he brainwashed Harvey, blaming his losses on Batman and Gordon, then gave him a loaded gun to make his own choice. The Joker manipulated human nature again and fulfilled his promise by blowing out the hospital. Next, he issued a final ultimatum to the entire music hall through the TV station. To avoid panic, the mayor immediately arranged for citizens to leave the music hall by water. One ship carried citizens, the other criminals, all under the Joker's control, unbeknownst to them. As soon as the 2 ships left the port, they lost power. The ships were already filled with explosives, and the Joker had prepared remote controls for them to blow up the other ship. If no one pressed the remote by midnight, both ships would explode. Isn't it selfish to press the remote to save oneself, or to rely on others for your fate? This was the Joker's 6th lesson on human nature: selfishness. In light of human nature, everything appeared bleak. Ordinary citizens grew restless, believing their lives mattered more than those of criminals. But just as they were about to press the remote, a security guard suddenly spoke up. Meanwhile, on the other side, a criminal threatened the police to hand over the remote, claiming he would make the decision they wanted to make. The police gave the remote to the criminal, who unexpectedly threw it into the sea. The citizens chose to surrender, believing they had no right to decide others' fates. Meanwhile, the Joker awaited humanity's scandal, unaware that Batman had found him. They engaged in a fierce battle, but Batman couldn't match the Joker and was quickly pinned. On the ground, immobile, the Joker wanted to see humanity's scandal. The explosion failed, marking the Joker's first failure. Furious, he was ready to detonate the bombs on the ferries. Seeing this, Batman quickly shot a batarang, taking the chance to push the Joker off the building. But in the end, adhering to his no-kill rule, Batman saved the Joker. The Joker had one last lesson in humanity: deception. Meanwhile, Harvey, brainwashed by the Joker, had already captured Gordon Stanley. He blamed Gordon for his disfigurement and the loss of his girlfriend, and now he wanted Gordon to feel the pain of losing a loved one. At the critical moment, Wayne arrived just in time to push Harvey off the building. Although he saved Gordon's son, Harvey fell to his death. The Joker completely destroyed their efforts to create a beacon of hope. To preserve Harvey's heroic image, Wayne took all the blame. Despite defeating the Joker, Batman was humbled by his 7 lessons.